Divisional round weekend concludes with the game at Soldier Field, the Rams and the Bears. We will be there for that one. It's on NBC and Peacock, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, although coverage, I assume, will begin at some point prior to that. I should know since you and I will be part of it. The 5th-seeded Rams at the 2nd-seeded Bears. This one has the potential, and I'm glad it's not going to snow. I don't want, not for these two teams. I want their offenses to have a full and fair opportunity to go out and operate. The wind shouldn't be that bad. It is going to be cold. This has the potential to be a pinball machine type of a game. And I'm here for every second of it. 35-32, 31-28, 38-35. I want a final score like that. I want a game like that.
Yeah, I don't think you would be, or you're going to have to beg for that, really. I wouldn't be shocked if it's that way. Right? And I hear you with the weather and the snow. I mean, if it was snowing and it wasn't like affecting the field, I'm okay with it, right? For the look purposes of it. These two guys with these two freaking right arms, they can throw the ball through anything. You were on the field when it was coming down like crazy in Philadelphia last year. Matthew Stafford was throwing that damn thing through the wind and the snow like it wasn't even there. So that's one thing that at least if it does happen, we can be like, okay, they'll be able to handle it as long as the field's not slick. But with you all the way. And with all the offensive firepower, and we know the Bears, it's not a great defense. They're all about when's our opportunity, we can turn it over or take a chance. And that, of course, is cool and all that, but that doesn't mean they necessarily stop offenses. And we'll see. This is a Matthew Stafford offense that we know was a little sloppy last week, but still made a ton of big-time plays and throws and in the run game and the pass game. And we've seen the Rams, yes, their defense has some talent. It's more talented than the Chicago Bears, but the Rams play way too much zone coverage. And like you saw last week, it can be manipulated and easily manipulated by teams that have a good offensive coordinator and especially a guy that can throw the ball like Caleb Williams. So with all that being said, to your point there and everything there, yeah, I'm expecting some fireworks in this football game as well.
All right, we're going to do one category. Take your pick.
Okay.
Quarterback to lead. Yes, because we only have 22 minutes left in the show, and we have multiple more segments to go.
Yeah.
Take your pick. Quarterback to lead a 2-minute drive. Matthew Stafford or Caleb Williams?
Well, I mean, Caleb Williams, if we're going to start a franchise, I'm picking Caleb Williams, right? I mean, he's that guy. Caleb Williams, the throw he made last week on 4th and 8 is one of the greatest throws in playoff football history. I mean, it's up there with any of them. Jumping, running to your left in the air, throwing a dot where it's like if you don't throw the dot, Kashawn Nixon is going to intercept the pass, and he throws it over the top of him as he's undercut. I mean, it was incredible. But with all that, I'm still going to go with Matthew Stafford, right? I am. I'm going to go with the veteran, the guy that I have seen just be surgical in those instances forever and ever. I know Caleb Williams and all that has a lot of magic in that department, but I just am a little more warm and cozy with Matthew Stafford running that drill than I am Caleb Williams right now.
I am going to fall victim to recency bias, and that's okay because Caleb Williams' career only began recently.
Yeah.
I'll take Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I hear you.
In those moments, we've seen it happen time and time again. For all the things that go wrong early in the game, they find a way to get it done. He finds a way to get it done, and I'm hoping that we have a moment or two, a back and forth, final 5 minutes, touchdown, field goal, whatever it takes. I'm hoping we get a game like that. Unfortunately, only one team will be able to advance, and the team that loses is going to be beyond heartbroken.
The crazy thing about the whole situation, right, and this is where things have to change in sports media, and I don't know, again, if it's his nails being painted or what. There's still people out there that think Caleb Williams shouldn't be the starting quarterback of the Bears. Like, it hasn't been good enough because his completion percentage isn't good. Are we watching the same game? Are we like the people that I see on social media and say that on TV, I want to go, what are you doing when the games are on TV? I'm not sure. You're not watching the games.
They're not. No. There are people that, listen, it's like everything else in our society today. You have your mind made up. So all you do is look for anything you can to justify the way you already think, because God forbid any of us ever change our minds. They don't like Caleb Williams, so they will use anything they can to reinforce their own personal position.
It's crazy.
And that's the biggest problem we have right now. We have our own positions, we retreat to our corners, and we give the finger, literally, to anyone that disagrees with us. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.